Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered, where today we are gonna be seeing if we can't kill Ceaseless Discharge. So let's get to it. It shouldn't be too difficult. We just need to not take hits and hit it till it dies. You know, like every boss. Thankfully, most of his attacks are pretty easy to get away from. It's just the sweep. So if we can get him to be nice and not do too many sweeps, then we'll be totally fine. But again, that is relying on him being nice, and relying on a boss being nice is usually not necessarily the winningest strategy. But if we can get rid of him, then this lava will be drained, and we'll have access to lower demon ruins down there. Of course, if you look in the lava, you can just barely see a few figures there. Those are Taurus demons and Capra demons. You know, just en masse. Things that were once considered bosses. And that wasn't even that long ago. But hey, that's the way Dark Souls rolls. So let's go through here. Ceaseless Discharge is already angry at us because we did touch the loot over there. So he's going to come say hello. It's actually kind of interesting watching him come say hello like this. Hey buddy, how's it going? You doing all right? Hey, I hope you don't mind. I'm just going to go through here, because I prefer fighting you over here, where there's a little bit more room to roll around. Plus, I want to get my souls back. I'm sure you understand. Ow. Forgot he did that. Okay, let's not get hit by that ever again. This should be enough health, I hope. Well then, I guess he really wants us to hang out with him instead of coming over here himself. Which is a shame. Again, I pressed triangle because Monster Hunter. Okay, good. Now he's at least coming a little bit over here. Ow. Hey, we lived. Hey, we died. Yeah, I'm not so good at fighting him when he's not where he originally started, because I need to have space to move myself, to look at him, to see what it is he's doing. And I don't really have a good read on his moves that are meant to target distant targets. So yeah, it's gonna be a little troublesome, but I think we can manage. I just need to get him to cooperate a little. And I could sit at that bonfire right there, but it's not kindled, so we wouldn't get the 10 flasks. We'd only have 5. And I think the extra little bit of walking is worth it for 5 more flasks. It's not like it's hard to get from the Lady of Chaos's, or whatever her name is, from her bonfire to that one. There's no aggroing enemies between the two. I don't know why they're praising the sun. I don't know why they were saying that was a safe zone, because you can't exactly go back to it. I do recall there maybe being somewhere where you can just sit and peg him with arrows forever. That's not a thing I really care to do. Now let's get through here, get to our souls, hopefully without getting toasted. Okay, we are not toasty. That's good. Well, I did press the dodge button, just, again, a moment too late. Ow. We're going to need another Estus if we're going to take another direct hit. Okay, you know what? Let's come say hello to him so that he'll at least stop doing that move. At least stop doing it in such a way that we can't dodge it very well. Ow. Ow. Why is he not behaving like he did when we first encountered him? I'd really like him to behave like that again. He was being really cooperative that first time, and I just wasn't using a big enough sword by the look of it. We're doing pretty hefty damage per hit with the heavy attack on this thing. And if we can get it so that we can do 3 heavy attacks per slam he does, then he'll go down right quick. We just need to get to the point where he's doing slams and we can deal with them. And I don't want to just be a little cheapskate and use arrows to bring him down, because it just doesn't feel right to fight a boss with exclusively arrows. Plus, it's not exactly the most entertaining thing to watch, I wouldn't think. And we really don't have any better rings to equip. Like, sure, the Tearstone ring exists, but by the time it kicks in, we're going to get one shot anyway. But the other ring, it's not like he's got ads, so it's 100% useless instead of just like 99.99 repeating % useless. So let's get over here. So this time we'll have to just go right by his face to get our souls, which maybe will keep him behaving a little better. Now go ahead and stay there, buddy. You don't gotta walk this way any further. You were fine where you were. Ow. He still did the that. I don't like when he does the that. Ow. So he tracks a little better than I thought he might. Maybe we should grab our souls and then lead him back towards the entrance. Because that way at least we'll be able to grab our souls and just focus on him nice and quickly. Instead of needing to run past him, grab the souls, and then hope he behaves. That might be the way to do it. Because anything that relies on him behaving seems to be a strategy that's just not going to work in the first place. So let's try and not rely on him behaving. Let's just rely on us. Relying on us seems like a much better ticket to victory. I do want more health, though. Definitely want to toss some more levels into that. Stamina, too. Especially because the stamina leveling comes with equip load. I mean, that's 2 things that I really enjoy having for just 1 stat. Excuse me, sir. Hope you don't mind. I'm just grabbing these souls. He minds. Let's go ahead and have a drink. And then have a run. Thankfully, he can't reach us over here. I'm going to drink this just to be full. I feel like being full on health is a little conducive to surviving. Did he seriously just one-shot me with that? He's never one-shot me with that before. But he does seem more willing to walk at the start of the fight as opposed to after he starts attacking you. So maybe now that our souls are going to be a little closer to there, he'll actually walk to a slightly better position for us. And hey, maybe like each life we have will get him to walk to a better and better spot until he's going to walk right next to the entrance. That would be nice. I don't think he's going to walk all the way there, but all the way there before starting to attack. There, bore. It's like I tried to say before and there at the same time after having already said there. But yeah, if we can get him to behave, or at least get him in a place where he's acting like he was when we first encountered him, then I can just tear him apart with this sword. So let's just see how far he's willing to walk. So he'll walk one more time here, I think. Yeah. There we go. Gonna walk again? No, he's not. Ow. So, earlier, that attack one-shot me, but here it did half my health. What's the dealio? That time it did more. Yeah, I do not understand why there's such radical variance. Oh, now he's walking again. And I just got one shot by a slam. Yeah, I don't know what's causing there to be such intense variation between his damage output with the same attacks. That seems a little odd. Also, he really just doesn't want to behave like he did the first time we encountered him. And that makes me sad, because that first time we were doing just fine. You can actually see his little back tentacles from here. Now, if we had souls, we could go get ourselves a pardon, I believe, and that would reset Ceaseless Discharge. And then we could get another shot at him the way he was before, but that'd be a huge waste of souls. 'Cause I think a pardon's like 500 souls per level. And that's just not at all worth it. Like, worst case, we just come back later when we've got better armor and more health. And can kill him even faster. Like, that's the thing. This guy's an optional boss at this point in time. Later on, he'll be mandatory, but for now, he is 100% optional. I'm just throwing myself at him because if we can bring him down, then that's a huge boost to our souls. And I like having souls, because souls turn into levels. Ow. I really don't feel like his hitboxes feel the same when he's over here. Okay, there's a delay between the first and the second slam, and I need to be aware of that. I need to be very aware of that. Especially with how the second slam seems to one-shot me every single freaking time. Do I have, like, no fire res? Is that the deal? is my lowest defense. I really feel like this is not the best way to block with this weapon. There's a lot of blade surface here that you're just not making use of. But I guess if the chops are coming in from the left or the right, then this is the way to block with it. It's just there's a lot of sword that's just not being used when you're blocking like this. Then again, this isn't thick like a Monster Hunter greatsword, so blocking the same way wouldn't exactly work quite so well. Yeah, the problem with repeatedly encountering this guy like this is he aggroes the moment you get in, which causes him to reposition to a place where he is much more annoying to fight. That's the issue here. Like, if we were fighting him in the same place we originally did, then I'd be able to deal with him no problem. And yet, that's not what we get to have happen here. Ooh. Okay, so we can't actually do 3 heavy attacks. We're limited to 2. And yet, those 2 are still significantly more damage than the 3 that we would get with our other weapon. And we only barely get those 2. Ow. Thank goodness we survived. Let's get some health. Hopefully he won't push us off. Okay. And again, I did wait a moment before the second dodge. Just not a long enough moment. That second slam is the biggest issue for me once we've got him actually behaving properly. So, yeah. For curiosity's sake, let's see if there's any NPC phantoms that we could summon for him. Just for curiosity's sake. And actually, you know what? Or no, because I don't think we would... Not without... I'm not going to give her any humanity without investigating what it is we would get from it and for each tier, because... Yeah, if we were to just give away humanity for something that I don't care at all about, then that's just a huge waste. And I prefer to avoid huge wastes. Kind of wish they'd stop the sound of the bell ringing when you've already rung that bell. Like, I don't care if someone else rings that bell. I already did it myself. I know there's a bell nearby. We may have just wasted a humanity, but we'll see, depending on who, if anyone, is available as an NPC summon. Not seeing any summon signs, NPC or otherwise. So we did just waste a humanity. About as wasted as it could be. Unless we survive. If we survive, then it's just fine. Hello, Mr. Discharge. I bet you want to slap me. Yep. Okay, let's have a drink. And then get going. And maybe he'll be nice enough to walk over here. And we'll have a nice, easy time like we were having before. And then we can give him a smack. And a smack. And then we can give him a smack. And a smack. And a smack. And a smack. The second smack almost didn't happen. Where you going, buddy? And a smack. And a smack. Ow. Why is it that it's sometimes lethal and sometimes not? I really don't understand. I really don't. But I definitely wish it would never be lethal. Maybe it's based on our facing? Like maybe it just does more damage to us if it hits us on the back instead of the front? In which case we might need to lock onto him, even though I really don't like the way dodging works when locked on in this game. Might be necessary, though. If locking onto him is all it takes to make things not lethal, then it's worth doing. Because if he can't kill me, then I can kill him. It's as simple as that. I believe in my ability to smack him to death if I don't get dead. And if we don't beat him in the next attempt or two, this episode is basically just going to be ceaseless discharge. And I'd rather it be ceaseless discharge. And why didn't he smack us on our way past him that time? Did he decide to, like, walk one extra time? Is that it? And we got one shot. For reasons unknown. I mean, at first that seemed pretty nice that he didn't tax us an Estus flask on our way by, but then he murdered us. I much prefer being taxed an Estus flask than being one shot. Because if you're one shot, then you can't use any Estus flasks. And what's the point of having them if you can't use them? That's probably going to get me killed. That tiny little sliver of missing health. But we'll see. Time to try once more, see if we can get ceaseless discharge to cease. If we can get past him while he's walking, then I feel like that's our best chance at not having this happen. Okay. Over we go. We grab the health. Not the health, the souls. And then we die. Because we weren't quite far enough away. Because I stopped dashing so that I could grab my stuff again. I mean, the fact that he one-shots us at all is basically telling me that we are either under-geared or under-leveled for this. Or at least I'm under-strategied for it, because I know there are people who have beaten this game without ever leveling up. But, like, I'm not one of those people? I'm never gonna be one of those people? For my skill level against this boss, I am under-geared. Or under-leveled. That's very clear here. So I think what's going to happen is, I mean, well, the thing is, if I abandon him and just leave, then well, homeward bones are a thing. That's what we'll do. If we die to him 2 more times, then I'll homeward bone out after grabbing my souls, and then everything will be happy and fine. And this will just have been a waste of an episode. And I pressed the dodge button, but I didn't dodge nothing. I do not mind getting in some damage, though. Now, if you'd like to step on over here. Or you can one-shot me with that. I don't like that move. It's got crazy range, it tracks really well, and it one-shots me if it hits me with anything other than just the fire. Like, whenever he starts using that, it's basically a clear signifier that that attempt is going to end in failure. Of course, what attempt isn't going to end in failure this episode? Who knows? It's either going to be this one or none of them. I'm actually kind of sorry that I'm wasting all your time with this, because the episode before last was just me failing against Quelaag a whole lot. This episode is me failing against Ceaseless Discharge a whole lot. And that's 2 episodes in 1 week that are just nothing but failure, unless I bring him down this time. Which, I mean, sure, there's a chance that that'll happen. It's not gonna, but there's a chance. I'm realistic. I fully believe that he is going to kill me with 1 hit at some point. He wasn't doing any one-shots when we first fought him. If we could get him to not do one-shots, then where would the problem be? Like, I can take that hit. That hit's fine. When he decides to just one-shot me is when I die, because... Well, so much for getting the souls back. I guess now I can just not use a homeward bone? He just saved us a homeward bone, and all it cost us was 6,000 souls. Hey, you know what? Let's not let that be the entire episode. Nah, let's Let's at least get back up to say hello to Andre. Because otherwise, this is just a huge waste of an episode. I don't like huge wastes of episodes. Small episode wastes, those are fine. But huge ones? Nah. And let's equip our longsword again, because that will at least be a little bit of a quicker weapon. Definitely helps against the denizens of Blight Town and down here in this bog. And we'll come back here later. I mean, we have to. So I guess I'll come back once I'm forced to. And then we'll take our revenge upon Mr. Discharge. So actually, now that we've killed Quelaag, there should be an extra NPC or two down here. Hopefully that guy doesn't decide to do anything. Okay, so she's not here yet. Or was it this next one that she sat at? Nope, not there either. So I guess she's not here yet, the Pyromancer. But maybe the other guy will be hanging out down here? Nope, I don't see him. When does he show up? I mean, it must be later. I know it happens. I just don't recall when. Let's go ahead and chomp on that moss. And then we make our way up yet again. At least it's going to be a relatively safe trip. Probably should have stopped at the bonfire first, so that we'd at least have a slightly closer place to start from in case we get dead. Because there are a few places I would like to explore just because of the things we can get, but then again, they're places that I don't feel like there's any particular value in exploring early. At least not with the build we're going for. Like, the Valley of the Drakes, sure, we could get a few things there and open up some stuff that would be really nice for us. But I don't think there's any particular value to us doing that at this point in time, rather than just waiting until we have to do it later. Could be wrong, but I don't think there's much to be gained. And we gotta fight through these 3 chuckleheads again. Nice backswing. Or rather, nice follow-through. Follow-through is what he just used. Twice. Why, if he wasn't so good at follow-through, we would have taken 0 damage so far. And that's why follow-through is a very important part of your club-swinging game. For curiosity's sake, let's try backstabbing with this thing. See just how much more we can do. I'm going to walk slowly forward, see if we can maybe get one. And only one. Definitely easier to deal with just one than with both. Okay, 380 for a backstab is significantly better than the 290-ish with our other weapon. Yeah, that's 2 backstabs and he's gone. Oh, hey, we got a club. And we've still got the mid-tier roll. And there we go. I am tempted to explore the Valley of the Drakes. I'm really tempted. But we don't have any nearby bonfires, so it would probably be a bad idea. Pretty sure the Valley of the Drakes bonfire is on the other end of the valley. And with us not having the Firelink bonfire lit, we don't really have anywhere close to restart from if we die. And that's not a risk I'm willing to take. Because there are enemies in the Valley of the Drakes that I am positive I would be perfectly capable of dying to. But we're not seeking things that I'm capable of dying to. We're seeking things that I can defeat. Because that's how we're going to progress in this game, is by having me actually kill things. And so... Firelink.
Did you ring the second bell?
I did.
That is incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you.
I forgot Frampt spawns this early. Hey, buddy. Do you want to be friends?
Ah, hello. Was it you who rang the Bell of Awakening?
Both of them.
I am the primordial serpent, King Seeker Frampt, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the Bell of Awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment?
Sure.
Very well. Then I am pleased to share. Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel.
I don't like the sound his teeth make when they clack together constantly.
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
And now we can actually feed him stuff, which is how you sell things in this game. Is you feed Frampt, and he gives you souls based on what you feed him. So, let's go ahead and feed him our spare weaponry that we don't need. Like, these broken straight sword. Oh, that's right. He also makes noises when you feed him things. But yeah, the broken straight swords aren't really going to do too much for us in terms of what they give us. Like, These things are not valuable. But they're more valuable as souls than they are just as weapons sitting in our inventory. And there's definitely no reason to have duplicates of armor. The weapons, there's some value to having duplicates because you might need some in order to make certain boss weapons. But you never ascend armor. So if you've got duplicates of any armor pieces, just feed them to Framped. That's their only use.
Farewell, chosen undead.
Okay.
Well, I see you made it out. Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my pyromancy in the Great Swamp, so I can use the methods with a bit of care. Oh yeah, by the way, I can share the spells with you. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. I'll be pleased to help you. Unless you find the magics unsavory.
No, I don't.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm sure that they'll be of some use, some assistance. Here, first take this.
Thanks.
A flame from the Great Swamp. Now you're a fully fledged pyromancer. Why, let's get started right now.
I mean, I'm not gonna do pyromancy. But I could now. Theoretically. And yeah, we could reinforce that. It only takes souls. Pyromancy is really easy to get into in this game.
Pyromancy is the art of casting fire. Produce flame, then channel it, just as our ancestors did. A pyromancer must be in tune with nature herself. My home, the Great Swamp, is an abundant store of nature. You will understand one day. It only takes time.
Actually, hang on. Flash Sweat is potentially useful, just for the crazy amount of fire res it gives. But it costs way too much for us to do it right now.
Well, rather primitive aspect to it. It meshes poorly with advanced culture. And pyromancers are considered rather unsavory. Which is fine, as I never got along with anybody anyway. So, for me, turning undead didn't change a thing. A pyromancer's flame is a part of his own body. The flame develops right along with his skill. When I gave you that flame, I gave you a part of myself. Please take good care of it.
I wonder what he would do if I just gave it to Framped.
A pyromancer's flame is when I pleased. Goodbye then, but don't you dare go alone.
Don't worry. And how about you? You got anything new to say?
Terrific to see us both in one piece, and pray that you never go hollow.
Nope, that's it. The thing is, I just don't have enough int for him to be willing to see anything in me. But whatever. I don't really care. Because we've got business elsewhere. Yeah, we gotta make our way to Sen's Fortress. Though, again, we're not gonna be going into Sen's Fortress just yet. We're just going to the nearest bonfire, is all. Because I want to feel like I at least accomplished something in this episode. And we're gonna ignore these fellas, because if we just run right by, there's nothing they can do to us. And so, down we go. Here's the bonfire. Let's sit at it. And just for curiosity's sake, let's see whether or not we have what it takes to do anything to this Titanite demon now. Ow. Ow. Ooh, yeah, we can bring this guy down, no problem. We just gotta hit him 2 more times before he hits us 2 more times. Ow. Ow. Well then. Would have gone at least slightly better if he didn't dodge one of our hits. But we still would have gotten dead. I needed to heal is what I needed to do. I can't let it be the case that he can kill us in 2 hits, because he's got that 2-hit combo. And I need to not get hit by it. Or not die to it. Either way works. I guess not getting hit by it is, in many cases, the same as not dying to it. And it's not like we don't have flasks to spare. Okay. The fact that the tail hits on the follow-through is something that I did not know. But no, we're going to kill this jerk. Because we can. It's not asking nearly as much as the Ceaseless discharge was. Especially considering if we hit it with 2 heavy attacks, it flinches. I feel like getting those flinches is going to be pretty paramount to our success. The fact that that jump away gives it some invulnerability frames is a little unpleasant. Ow. Thankfully, that jump attack doesn't do nearly as much damage as it feels like it should. I really shouldn't have been going for a hit right there. I should be healing. I need to create a little bit of distance. Yeah, that's the kind of distance we needed. Got him. And thus, we accomplish something. And this leads out to Dark Root. Yeah. I mean, we could go find the bonfire over here, but that's not really a huge deal. The demon's going to stay gone. And until we've got the 20k souls to buy the key thing, there's not too much value to us going into that entrance for Dark Root. And so, with that demon slain, we end this episode. Join us next time when we head into Sen's Fortress back there. See you then, friends.